What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and we are back with LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 and another custom character. So, if you are like me and have seen Black Panther, you are probably pretty excited about how great the movie was, and you are probably a big-time fan of Letecia Wright's portrayal of Shuri. Now, when the Black Panther character pack and level pack came out, we only got 6 new characters. We got Okoye, we got Nakia, we got Ulysses Klaue, we got Everett K. Ross, we got Eric Killmonger, and we got the Vibranium Suit Black Panther. Obviously, Shuri was already in the game in her Black Panther costume, but we did not get the movie version of the character. So we went ahead, or I went ahead, I should say, and I went ahead and created Shuri. Now, it's not perfect, and I strive to be perfect, but this is the best I could really do with what we had. The first thing that I do want to point out is I thought that Klaue's gun would be available. So let's take a look at it right here. So if you look at Klaue, whoops, went right past him. Klaue has this little hand cannon. Now, when I started making my Shuri, that is what I wanted to give her on both hands. Because in the movie, she basically has these 2 hand rockets. Or hand blasters, if you will. So, it wasn't an option. So I had to give her some guns. But I decided to just roll with it. As far as her chest piece, I went with Songbird. It's not perfect, again, but it is pretty close, I think. If I was able to turn the white on the chest piece into, say, like a darker navy blue, I think it would have went well. I would have liked to have had some kind of an attachment, but it does not allow you to have hair with the 2 attachments I would have used. I might have used this one, or I might have used this one. Obviously, there are no characters other than Korvac that have a head that has any kind of like spots on the face. So I could have used this, but obviously she would not have yellow eyes. So I think I actually used Nakia's face. So I mean that makes sense, I think. And then for hair, I just went with the basic hair. The bun, not perfect again. Excuse me. Perfect. If we were being perfect, I might I like the fact that it's all drawn backwards, and I wish it had like a little ponytail like this, but that does not work for her. This does not really totally work for her. This kind of works for her, but I don't like the shaved head. You know, honestly, some people may decide to go with this, but I didn't like the shaved sides. And then really there's not much else that you can do with any of these. I guess you can kind of go with this if you want to. The Eric Killmonger Black Panther hair. But I just kind of wish they were longer and more. Hers are more like in a ponytail, if you will. I mean, this, I guess, theoretically could have worked if it wasn't all pink. So I digress. So we're going to go, I'm going to keep it with the bun. And we're going to change it back to black. So, for arms, I just went with the plain brown arms because there just really wasn't anything. None of these you can really change the colors on. So, there weren't any arms for black characters that had. I mean, this doesn't really work, you know. That had like any like wristbands or. I mean, I guess you could, you know what? Actually, I didn't even actually see this. So we're actually going to go ahead and change it up. We're going to give her Killmonger's arms. That actually does work. I must have gone past this. So there you go. We gave her Killmonger's arms. Again, for chest piece, I did go with Songbird. There were a couple that I did experiment with. Let's see, which... I did try the Collector. This could work pretty well. There was also obviously like Okoye and Nakia, you can use either of theirs if you really want to. Let's go back to them. Oh, there's Okoye. You could theoretically use this, and actually, I don't hate it. I mean, but I really liked Songbirds. I felt like that really fit a little bit better, and you could theoretically use this. But what Shuri wears is actually it's more blue, and it's got more blue in it. It doesn't really have much red or the gray. That's kind of why I went with Songbird. She also has something like around her neck, and that's why I kind of like the way that this looked. So, yeah, again, not perfect. There's really no perfect way to do it, yeah, but whatever. For hips, I actually went with Thor Jane Foster because she does have like a sash that she wears around her waist. And then for legs, we went with Doctor Strange because I felt like it really kind of fit. Since she doesn't have that full sash going on, I felt like it kind of fit as if it was an extension of the hip piece. So that is how I made Shuri. For abilities, obviously, for passives, I gave her tracking. I did give her teleport because if you've seen the movie, she is an experimenter. She makes all sorts of gadgets and stuff of that nature. So, I thought that, teleportation wouldn't really be that, far-fetched. I gave her dig. I did not mean to give her time manipulation. I gave her fix it. I gave her crack Lego walls. I gave her grapple, and I gave her techno access. And then we'll just show off all of her other abilities. So let us go to the wonderful nation of Wakanda. And here we have Shuri. Now, again, I don't really love that she's using them as guns. I would have much rather used claws. Like, that would have been perfect. And honestly, I probably should have used whatever blast he's using, because that probably would have been a little bit more fitting if it was like more of a sonic blast. But I really don't know why they left Shuri out of the character pack. I really strongly wish that they were able to use Shuri, or they were able to make Shuri, and they were able to do M'Baku, Manape. Both characters are fairly important to the movie, and I think that both characters would have been fairly easy to make and would have gone over really well. Shuri, honestly, both characters, Shuri and M'Baku, were very much stars of the film. They were the hidden stars. Definitely characters that you didn't go in thinking that you would love, that you came out just really feeling strongly for. I felt. I mean, maybe not everybody felt as good about Manape M'Baku as I did, but I thought Winston Duke was really, really good in the role. So this is my Black Panther movie version of Shuri. They're very happy in the movie. I really honestly, I thought she was fantastic. I think that Letecia Wright did a great job. And she was youthful. She was exuberant. She had a lot of joy. I really thought she did well. So, but there she is. If we look at her card, it's actually really disappointing that they didn't use Klaue's gun as a weapon. Shortly after graduating, this rookie reporter began an exciting career at the Daily Bugle, quickly becoming J. Jonah Jameson's new protege. However, while reporting deep undercover, Chin's encounter with a strange piece of AIM technology resulted in the Jinx journalist becoming imbued in superpowers to become Shuri. So, a fairly easy custom character to make. There are certainly different paths that you can go for your own character. Like I said, I can see people using a Okoye or Nakia's, parts. I just really, really strongly enjoyed. I thought Songbirds was perfect, so that is why I kind of went with that. I mean, it's not perfect actually. I take that back. Like I said, if I could make that chest piece, the white area like a darker navy blue, then I would have said, yeah, this is probably perfect. But otherwise, I think this is pretty good. I think a lot of people like me were a little surprised and disappointed that, you know, she wasn't part of the character pack. But it is what it is. And I hope everybody enjoyed the video. And we'll see you.